Back with another late night discussion, guys. Hope everybody's doing all right on this Wednesday morning. Um, I want to talk to you guys real quick about preparing certain cuisines. It's something that I don't think I've talked about before. Um, I want to talk about cooking for a moment. I won't make this a long drawn out presentation. Won't take too much of your time. But I like cooking from time to time. And, as we grow into adulthood, we like to experiment when it comes to cooking different types of cuisines. And I was just thinking to myself, and I don't know if I'm the only person who's thought about this, but when you're cooking certain cuisines, it just it just makes you think about a significant other. And I think that's natural. That's human nature. I had I cooked some some stuffed salmon for dinner. It was stuffed with ricotta and spinach. I baked it and I put it over some mashed potatoes. It was so delightful. And I just thought to myself, I wish I had a glass of Veuve Clicquot or some Perrier Jouet because I was thinking in my head like a glass of champagne would complement this meal so well. Like a glass of rosé or something like that. Maybe some Luc Belair by Rick Ross, his champagne, because certain cuisines can make you think like, man, I wish I had a glass of champagne. I wish I had me a woman right about now enjoying this decadent meal with me. And that's what I thought in my mind as I was eating this as I was eating dinner. I was thinking in my mind like, wow, this is the type of dinner that you should be enjoying with a woman. And I truly believe that there are certain cuisines and certain meals that should be enjoyed with a significant other. I don't believe that you should be eating certain meals all alone, especially as a grown man. Um, I'm getting to the point now when it comes to cooking. I like to experiment from time to time. I like making turkey burgers. I like just making salmon alfredo, and drinking Sauvignon Blanc and things like that. I like to experiment and try different things. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I was just thinking in my head, like, it'd be nice to have a meal like this with a woman. Because meals like that need to be enjoyed with a significant other, you know? And it can make you kind of sad when you cook certain dishes. One dish that I gotta learn how to make, and if anyone knows how to make it, feel free to let me know. I had this dish at Maggiano's a few times when I've gone and eaten at Maggiano's. I had the chicken francis. That is one dish that I want to learn how to make. I saw the Scots on their channel. They made her husband. He's a chef. He made chicken francaise. That's a dish that I would love to learn how to make. It's a delightful dish. It's like a seared, crusted chicken with a lemon-based type of sauce. You can get it at Maggiano's. It is delightful. It is so good. And I was thinking in my mind like I was just thinking to myself like some of these elegant dishes that people eat, you know, sometimes cooking can make you think about a woman, you know? Cuz I feel like there are certain cuisines that just require a significant other, you know? And I know I'm not the only one, but I just truly believe that certain dishes require a significant other. I mean, because I know for a fact one bottle of champagne that will go good with champagne and mashed potatoes. It'd be good if you could throw some vegetables if you have some in there, but baked salmon and homemade mashed potatoes, some Veuve Clicquot rosé will go good with that. Or if you're really balling, but I don't know how many people can afford a $500 bottle of Armand de Brignac rosé, some Armand de Brignac rosé, that'll definitely complement salmon well. Any rosé champagne will complement the salmon. You know, I just for some reason when I think of salmon, I think of drinking rosé because of the pink color. But yeah, that would be nice to have a nice dinner like that. Stuffed salmon, mashed potatoes, a $500 glass of rosé, Armand de Brignac. That would be nice. And for those who don't know, Armand de Brignac is the champagne bottle with the spade on there. You probably have seen it in a lot of rap videos, Ace of Spades. But that would be a great champagne to have for a romantic night. I was thinking to myself, is a $500 bottle of champagne worth it? Maybe if you're drinking that, with a significant other, or if you're celebrating your wedding, or if you're celebrating an anniversary on a yacht with your wife, you dressed up very dapper, she's dressed up very nice, then you could pull something out like that. I feel like that would be an appropriate time for that. Um, because nobody's drinking $500 bottles of rosé every day. You know, nobody's balling like that. So, I would say, there are appropriate times where you could drink something like that. But when you make certain dishes, when you eat certain cuisines, it just makes you think about a significant other. It just makes you think about a woman. Like, man, this would be a nice meal to enjoy with a woman. Nice glass of champagne or even a glass of wine, and it can make you depressed when you cook certain cuisines because it'll have you thinking like, man, it'd be nice to enjoy this with a significant other, you know. Um, I like cooking. I like experimenting. I like trying different things. I'm always open to trying different types of cuisines, and it's good to be that way. To be a well diversified type of person. I try to eat healthy. You know, somebody made a dish the other day, and I sampled it. Even though it was pork, I tried it. I felt kind of bad because pork. I don't know if it's just me. I know pork is not healthy for you. It makes when you eat pork, it makes you feel kind of strange when you eat pork. It's like a weird sensation that comes over you. That's why I'm glad I don't eat beef or pork. Those are two things that I stay away from, beef and pork. But um, you know, it, you know, cooking is definitely romantic when you really think about it, especially when you're cooking certain cuisines. Um, can make you very depressed because as a man, it'll make it more meaningful to enjoy those dishes with a woman. And I think to myself, it would be nice to have a wife and you could have her cook for you. There are some men who have women cooking for them. Those men are truly lucky. It's just sad how bad some men have lost. It's so sad how bad some men have lost. And I feel for brothers. One of the sad part about, the urban community and for brothers is that I'm not saying that you have to be a thug, but being a thug is the standard for brothers. And I think that's very unfortunate because there are some females, if you cook them certain cuisines, they probably would look at you like you crazy because they're not used to that. They used to being with street ninjas. They're not used to eating no asparagus, baked stuffed salmon, mashed potatoes and drinking glasses of Armand de Brignac. There are some women who are not used to that. They're not used to those types of cuisines. So there are some women, they'll probably be like throwed off. Like, I'm not used to a man cooking for me like this, you know. They're not even used to those types of cuisines. And there are some men who are so lucky. And you got some men, you know, they don't even appreciate their woman. They dog their woman out, treat their woman bad, and they got a woman that's cooking them a hot meal. There are some men who get the world from women. And you know the sad part about it? They don't even appreciate them. Meanwhile, you got certain dudes out here who've been deprived their whole life, guys who would actually appreciate a woman doing something good for them. Those type of dudes, the main ones who can't get nothing because women ain't attracted to them. But I just wanted to talk about this cooking because I like to experiment. You know, when it comes to cooking, it gives me time to tap into my creative side. That's the good thing about cooking. You can tap into that creativity when you cook. But it's unfortunate for a lot of brothers. That's one thing this is so unfortunate about a lot of brothers. You got a lot of brothers, you know, not just brothers, but just guys in general. They're never gonna have a woman that's gonna cook for them, you know, and that's very sad. Because as a man, you know, you need a woman to cook for you. Women cook and do those types of things for men that they actually love, for men that they're attracted to. So it's very unfortunate, but I'm sure certain guys, some of you guys, when you cook, it makes you depressed or whatever. Especially when you're cooking certain things. But that's been this early morning discussion. You guys have a good day.